Hi everyone, I do be looking kind of gross, so a couple of things before this video starts. Number one, all of the stuff that was in this video, besides this little bit here, was filmed back in January before any social distancing measures, anything like that was put in place. Number two, I have a bit of a cold, so this may be my only video that I put out this week. That being said, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe and support my channel. This is part of my Back to University series. This video is specifically aimed at inspiring you guys and really highlighting some of the moments that you can have at university and some of those things to look forward to and keep working towards. So I really hope you enjoy this video. Yeah, it was filmed with Jasmine in January, so it might be slightly different than I am now, but yeah, please enjoy.
It's fun, it's fresh, we're not stressed. So what I'm currently trying to do is cut words from my dissertation. When I did my last full word count, I was 2,687 words over or something like that. I need to cut out a good 2,500 to 3,000 words. And still I need to add some stuff in places. I feel like I've really screwed myself over in that sense, because I'm at a point now where there's nothing that is obvious to cut out. Like, I've already done my first cutting out session where I got rid of like sentences that could be shortened and, you know, stuff like that. So now it's like actually cutting stuff out. And yesterday I managed to cut out like a whole chunk of one of my sections because I actually just put it in my appendix. This section that I'm going to be working on now currently stands at 1,175 words, and I want to get that down to about 800 words. I need to cut out like just under 400 words, so like a third of it. I need to figure out this section. And like, it's very tempting to cut it out, but then if I cut it out, I don't answer part of my hypotheses, which I need to do. And if I cut it out, I'd have to restructure this whole section, which I could do. I don't know. Skills. Stop. Good morning. It is 10:27 on the 15th. It's 2 weeks today, officially 2 weeks today till dissertation deadlines. My aim for the morning was to get up and be ready to work at 9. However, I woke up and I was very tired and so I didn't not work, but what I did was I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get up and get dressed. I'm just gonna spend like half an hour in bed doing work, and that's what I did. I know you're never meant to do work in bed, but that was the easiest option today. I edited the last section of my discussion, got rid of a few more words, not that many, and then I started looking through my conclusion, but I was kind of a bit like, I need to actually get up to do this, I need to restructure that section quite a bit. And now I've just gotten up. I actually put makeup on today, wow. At 11 I have a JogSort committee meeting, and then at 1 I'm talking to the school about something, and then I'm doing dissertation work after that. So a bit of a break in the middle of the day for non-dissertation stuff, then in the afternoon I will tackle my conclusion. How cute, honestly. Little update on today. Didn't do any work in the morning, then had a lecture 1 till 3. Then after that lecture I went and did my evaluation, which I cut some stuff from and added a bit too. Then I redid my word count, and we are now at 10,783 words, which if my department still did 10% over, that would be a blessing, but they don't. So still need to cut 783 words. My lit review, I'm kind of trying to cut the most from. Just gonna go through, see if there's stuff that I've mentioned in there that I don't talk about at all in my discussion, but right now I want to sort out all the colours of my graphs and all that stuff, which isn't that important but does need to be done at some point.
You know about me, but I bet you want to. We just be dancing like we're 22.
Get your water! Oh yeah! I just had like a few tears come out of my dissertation. We've reached that stage, folks. We've reached that stage. But they were more happy tears. One of the things I did with my dissertation was I reached out to someone that had written a paper about 10 years ago, basically on the exact same places that I looked at. And I first of all was like, can I ask me some questions, and they were like, yeah, of course. And then I was like, oh, I mean, I'm in Florida from this time, like if it's easier to see you in person, like I can do that. And I did. So when I went to Florida, I literally went to a whole different university in a whole different country to talk to someone that I'd never met about their own work and asking them questions about my work. And I don't know how I did that. I was very brave, because that's kind of terrifying, but I'm so proud of myself that I did that. And like I would never have done that without this dissertation. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm like looking through the interview now and I'm just like, oof, did that. It's not working, and this is all I need. Just open any of them, please. Any of them. Hi, I figured I would come to you with a little dissertation update. I can't remember the last thing I said, so just recap the past few days. I did my second wave of editing where I cut out the last 700 or so words that I had left, and that left me with 10,026 words. So still over the word limit, but I then sent it to my parents, who have now both read it, and they've given me some things to cut out or like reword slightly. So hopefully now the next time I check my word count, it'll be under. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all my tables and figures and sort out all those numbering again, because that's all messed up again. Yeah, we are getting close. There's 8 days now till deadline. I think to hand it in on the 28th though, because you don't really want to hand things in day of. That's a very stressful time. So tomorrow I have pretty much the whole day off, so I can work on it if I need to. Thursday I have a field trip, so I can't. Friday I have 4 or 6 hours of lectures. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to the second lecture yet. Saturday I have work all day. Sunday I have the day free, apart from work in the evening. Monday hopefully I'll read through it for the last time. Tuesday print it out and hand it in and do a little photo shoot. We are getting there. It is a long process, this last part. It's just like a little bit of editing here, a little bit of editing here, but like it takes like so long. Great. Nearly there, getting close. We are filming this because it could be a historic moment of Jasmine's dissertation being basically finished, and the word count. We're about to assess the word count and see if we're within the words. That was such an awkward way of saying that. Okay, this is a long process. Not long, but like kind of drags on and on and on. Okay, and then everything from here on out, we're just gonna delete. Hopefully there's 12,000 words in my like bibliography and appendices. There's an interview in it that is like 7,000 words, so this is saying it is 10,013 words. Isn't the triumphant result I wanted? Here we begin the hunt for 4 words to cut out. I'm gonna pick a random page and cut out 4 words. Pick a random number between 10 and 60.
It's 41.
We're going to head on over to page 41. Okay, page 41 has like no words on it, basically. It has a total of 104 words. I'm just going to type to this section, education. That immediately gets rid of 2 words.
Hurricane knowledge influences risk perception, influences risk perception and response to hurricanes. I think that's it. I think those are the 4 words I need to get rid of.
But I might just get rid of a few more of the random pages. That's fine. Let's pick another.
Hey Siri, pick a random number between 10 and 66.
It's 20.
Page 20. Oh yeah. Okay, page 20 has 27 words on it. I can't cut anything from page 20. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it. When I read back through it, if there's anything else I need to take out, I will take out. But I think that should mean that I'm now out of words. Let's do what we just did for the word count. Risk perception and response to hurricanes. And that is 9,998 words. Finally. So happy. Howdy. Yesterday I was in London on a field trip. We were subverting that capitalist culture. I'm gonna insert some clips with 0 context. I feel like more people need to see them.
Perfect go sleep wings.
I'm gonna let you like, just straightforward. You lean into the.
Such a bad actor. So there's that. Today my aim right now was to go through my bibliography and check what from my bibliography I've taken out that I no longer need, see how many I do, and then actually count up how many references I have. I've never done that and I'm curious to know how many I have. Okay, so my bibliography is currently 9 pages long. Make of that what you will. I also need to format it to make sure it all is the same. Okay, I will get back to you. So I've just counted it up and apparently I have 70 references, which I definitely think is more than enough. So I'm now just going to make sure this is all formatted correctly. I got rid of 2 references that I'd clearly cut out at some point. They were just small references anyway, so I wasn't surprised. And my bibliography should be done. When I read through it all on Sunday, I'll probably double check that they're all formatted correctly, which will be a bit of a drag, or I might do that now. I'm not sure. I just want to do well. I just got like a mark back and I got like a 62, and like I thought I had done pretty good, so I'm just disappointed and I'm really freaking out. I'm thinking that like what I've done isn't gonna be enough. I feel like I just need to say goodbye to my like dreams of getting a first. I'm freaking out. I just finished watching Pitch Perfect 3. It wasn't a great film. I just don't know what to do. So today is Sunday the 26th. Planning on handing in on Tuesday the 28th. Yesterday I had work all day. I started work at 7 AM, so I got up before 6 and I didn't get off work till like 4ish, and I was just totally like wiped out. So I didn't do any work yesterday, and then today I'd set my alarm for 9:30, and then I woke up at 9 and was like, oh, this is nice. I'm like up before my alarm, sweet. And then was on my phone for a bit and then just decided to go back to sleep till 11. So now I have a headache, completely my own fault. No one to blame but myself. And I tidied my desk because it was a mess. Afternoon plans. So right now I'm cooking chicken nuggets. I'm gonna have a chicken nugget sandwich, and then I'm gonna go into my zone of exclusion. Everything's gonna go into airplane mode. I'm not gonna listen to anything. If I listen to anything, it'll be like my headphones with like nothing in them, as in no sound, to block out sound. And I need to read my entire dissertation alongside the mark scheme and make sure I've done what I meant to have done. And then tomorrow will be the day I do any last minute changes if I need to, which I feel like I probably will. There's already part of the conclusion that I want to change, but I don't have the words to change it in, so I'm a bit like, ugh. So I've kind of made a bit of a sweeping statement, but actually I can't really say that without saying this other part. I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. So there'll probably be more cutting, more adding, more word count checks, you know the drill. But yeah, I just stressed. You saw the clip from last night, me crying. That was fun. Today's a whole new day, still got the same stress. I feel like I have a lot riding on my dissertation. If I get a first, that will really help me out. I just want to get a first on my dissertation. I've worked on it for months and I'm very like proud of it. It is my baby. I'm scared to hand it in, like it's like my child. I love it. I don't want to let it go. I don't want to let it go into the big wide world where 2 people are gonna read it. Wow. I'm tired. I want it to be over, but equally I don't. This was like a little jewel that I worked on. I reckon it's gonna take maybe 2-3 hours to read through. Oh, I'm gonna need to make another tea as well. I'm like, ow. Okay, won't zoom anymore, but it took me like 2-ish hours to read through and then do a word count. I'm now 16 words under the word limit. Okay, so I would honestly describe how I'm feeling today and how I was feeling a lot of last night as like I'm about to walk into an exam. Like kind of like when you're doing your A-levels and it's your first exam and you're just scared. That is how I feel, but constantly. Because usually like in exams that feeling doesn't last that long. Kind of once you're in there and you're like with the paper it's fine. I just feel like it's such a fear of the unknown, being like I've worked so hard but is it gonna have paid off, and like we don't find out our results till like May-June time. Don't know how I feel about that. I feel like if I hadn't got that grade back the other day I would have been fine. Like maybe I should have checked that after I handed my thing in. I mean, I shouldn't beat myself up about that. I've never done a policy brief before. I didn't do development last year. I shouldn't beat myself up, but I do. I just had a lecture. There were only like probably 2/3 of the people that are normally there, and I've started to see people like on, you know, their stories being like, oh, turned in, and I'm like, I should be doing that because I've been working on this since October. I just don't feel good. I just don't feel good. This is my to-do list for today. It says contents list, so I need to go through all of that, go through the page numbers again because that's all changed again. Go through my readings because there was some that I remember highlighting being like, oh, you should put this like here. I don't think I necessarily have. And check all my graph and figure captions, make sure they make sense. I need to print my declaration form. I need to print all of it, so that will be done when that's done. And I need to read through my discussion. Oh, and
read through the dissertation books. I can put that on there. Why am I so stressed? I could hand it in now and it would be fine, basically, pretty much. Just scared. Just scared. Just gonna go get on with my day. I made a tea in a mug. Okay. I'm adding more back in, and I know I'm just gonna have to cut more back out. I'm trying to just get those last bits out of the dissertation. I'm milking it for all it's worth. Already nearly 4 p.m. It's also been raining all afternoon. I made myself read through all of my dissertation, but I made myself do it and read out loud. Yeah, actually it's not, everything always seems better when you read out loud. Like, that would be my recommendation. Even if you really suck at reading out loud, which honestly I kind of do, just do it. It sounds better. So, I mean, obviously that's not how they'll mark it, but like, it helps. Now I want to read my abstract and conclusion, as they're essentially, you know, two sides of the same coin. So I need to make sure that those kind of stand well on their own. So I need to sort through my contents list, and then I need to double check that all my hypotheses are the same throughout, because I've gone and like edited how they're worded, so I need to make sure they're worded the same way throughout. And then I'm done. I actually feel better now that I've read through my discussion. Like, I need to be proud of this work. I have worked on it for months, and the grade shouldn't impact that. I should just be proud that I've managed to do that much work, and that I've come up with like ideas, and that I, you know, went to Florida and spoke to someone, and I did lots of like online like surveys and all that stuff. Like, I should be proud. I need to actually focus less on the number because that's not the point. I mean, it is, but it isn't, you know. I'm really scared to click add submission. It's like rejected. You can do it. You can do it. Gonna film this while I finish getting dressed again. I just handed my dissertation in. Yeah, it's kind of weird that's handed in. It was like very anticlimactic, like giving it into like the school office. They were like, congrats. I'm like, that's it, that's all you get. Just like one little like, them being like, well done. Like, thank you for joining this journey with me. This is such an anticlimactic part of the video, I'm really sorry. I handed it in, I was very stressed last night. I was on the phone to my dad for like 4 or 5 hours, like a long time, like going through some final parts. And this morning, I got up, submitted it on to hand it in, printed it. It took like a long time to print because it was 119 pages. Here she is. All 119 pages. Don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but that's my copy. That's me. It's in. It's over. One day before hand in. I can do it, you can do it. Okay, bye.